Welcome to Italy, an ancient country with a rich history and colorful culture that has given us some of the most delicious food in the world. I'm here with Tuscanini, a brand that's dedicated to bringing those authentic flavors of Italy right to your table. With the help of some culinary artisans and amazing chefs, I got to explore Italy's diverse regions to discover where this overwhelming passion for culinary excellence comes from.
Hello everyone, I'm Roberto Serrini, your culinary guide, and in this episode we're going to the rolling hills of Tuscany to discover an amazing ancient product, the humble and beautiful grape. So, let's get juicing. Chances are, if you think good food, you think of Italy. I mean, this is the country that gave us pizza, pasta, and so much more. The reason why Italy is such a culinary hotspot is because they have been refining their dishes through tradition for millennia. One of the oldest cultivated staples here is the humble grape. No matter if you enjoy it immediately as juice, refine it into fine wine, or age it into the magic elixir known as balsamic vinegar, grape products here are only the absolute top quality, which is why Tuscanini demands all their products come from Italy. Let's find out from some of the best producers exactly what goes into crafting the absolute best products in the world.
The balsamic vinegar is something amazing. It's an history, it's a family traditional history.
Balsamic vinegar of Modena is a very ancient product. We have evidences that since Roman time people was using it to help the digestion. Today, balsamic vinegar is a PGI product, meaning that it can only be made in Modena, because we are a very old historical product and very much linked to the territory because of the raw material that we use.
It's very, very special. It can give you a twist on your roast beef, or maybe to the fish, or as dressing on the salad.
And before balsamic vinegar gains its magical powers to transform any of your dishes, it starts off as wine, which the fully kosher winery Terra di Seta in Chianti knows a thing or two about.
Producing kosher wine, it means that all the process need to be done by mashgichim approved by the certification we have. I need very good mashgichim, expert in wine, following all the high-level strict certification. Everything needs to be done without other people around that really know what they are doing, because nobody can touch the wine except the mashgichim.
While having only top people is an absolute must, starting with top quality raw product is a necessity that fortunately Italy can provide.
We are very lucky because in Italy we are in very nice position, and so we just grow, I think, one of the best products all over the world.
In this region we have excellent characteristics to produce our wines. It's a very historical place for the wine production. It's the oldest region in the world regulated for the wine production.
And family history is something that these producers in Italy are steeped in, putting tradition in every product they make that dates back centuries.
Here we can see some of the old machinery used in our production since my grandfather.
I'm Daniele Della Seta. Della Seta in Italian it means silk. And this is because in the past in Rome there was a tradition to have the talit in silk, so the families who did this kind of work still have that name.
We started working with Tuscanini more than 30 years ago. To produce a kosher product we need to have proper grape, and all the transformation should be done in a clean sealed container under the control of a rabbi. These are the Tuscanini barrels. They have been made especially for Tuscanini, meaning that the wood has been picked up, has been aged itself, and it has been burned. So this barrel has been born for Tuscanini, and they will remain for Tuscanini for all their life.
I'm proud to produce in this region a kosher Chianti Classico because now I'm part of a very small Jewish community. We are also proud to have a wine that can be paired perfectly with the quality food that Tuscanini is producing now.
If you really want to taste Italy and the magic that goes into its protected wine production, then look no farther than Tuscanini's cooking wine, which I love to use to make one of my favorite classic kosher dishes, scallopini al limone. For this super simple recipe, you'll need some kosher chicken breast, beautiful Tuscanini Cerignola olives, some virgin olive oil, Tuscanini pasta, parsley, shallot, garlic, 2 lemons, and of course the star of the show, Tuscanini Premium White Cooking Wine. First, wash your garden goods and inspect them well for cleanliness. Chop your parsley as fine as possible. Then grab a lemon and slice a few thin discs. Next, grab your Tuscanini Cerignola olives, set aside about 10 and slice them down to the pit. If you have a few crimini mushrooms, chop them up fine and do the same with your shallot and your garlic, giving them a nice rough chop. Turn your burner on medium and coat the bottom of your pan with olive oil and throw in your shallots and garlic. Next, you're going to want to butterfly your chicken breast and then under a piece of parchment paper, gently pound them out really thin. Take the cutlets and dredge them well in the bowl of flour, making sure they are all completely covered. Then, gently place them in the pan, taking care not to overcrowd them. And once they're fully cooked, remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now, add your mushrooms to the pan and let them cook down and develop a nice golden color. Once a delicious fond has developed on the bottom of the pan, it's time to deglaze it with Tuscanini white cooking wine. Pouring a good amount will release all that delicious flavor that's formed in the pan. Next, throw in your olives and grab your pasta. I like using fettuccine for this dish, but you can use any of your favorites. Grab your lemons and squeeze their juice into the pan and throw in the 4 discs that you sliced earlier. Take a ladle full of the pasta water and add it to help emulsify and thicken the sauce. Now add back in your chicken cutlets just to warm them up. Your pasta is now al dente, so the last thing you need to do is plate up your masterpiece with a generous sprinkle of fresh parsley on top and treat yourself to an amazing, authentic Italian meal that will surely transport you to the land of food in your very first bite. Of course, don't forget to pair it with your favorite wine. Buon appetito!